This is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I've got Norma Rightly with me. You are a licensed lay worship leader with the Smith Falls Trinity United Church.
Correct.
And you are here today representing the Outreach and Social Justice team.
Yes.
From the church as
Yes.
well, too. We're here to talk about the 100 tables. Can you explain that concept to everybody?
Sure. In celebration of the 100th anniversary of the United Church of Canada, an initiative that's been started by the National Church was to invite 100 communities to have a table that welcomes their community in. And so Trinity here in Smiths Falls was chosen as one of those sites, and we jumped on board. We said, yes, absolutely, because we are all about community.
Yes, you are, you know, for years and years, and we've been doing this show for 9 years, and I know I've spoken to you over the time. During COVID, too, you really stepped up, too. My goodness, you were so helpful during COVID, the church.
Yes, yes. Trinity had our Brown Bags and Blessings lunch. We made cloth masks at the very beginning when people couldn't get the disposable ones. And we made sure people were visited, porch visits, and yes, really worked very hard at meeting the needs of the community.
Well, it was no wonder our church was chosen to be one of the 100 tables that were given. And it is the 100th anniversary of the United Church as well, too. You had a big event in Ottawa.
Yes, we did.
Did you go to that?
Yes, 1,400 people plus further 200 on remotely. All joined together to celebrate the 100th anniversry.
Oh, 100 years, that's worth celebrating.
It sure is.
Now you have on, I got some information from Patricia too about this, and it says, for everyone born, there's a place at the table. Pull up a chair, have a seat at the table. We are affirming we are affirming and faithful. Jesus' table is open for everyone. And that's the concept of this.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as you say, Trinity is an affirming congregation. Everyone is welcome, regardless of their gender identity, their race.
It's a safe place.
It is a safe place, and we really strive to make it a safe place. And by having our table visible at events, we feel that it's a way that the community gets to know that we are a safe space.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was there last Friday night for the showing of a movie. I'm going to forget the name. We Belong Here? Is that what it's? We Belong Here. It was made by the Queer Connection Lanark. So
yes,
awesome.
There's a place for us here.
There's a place for us here. Yes, that's right.
Yes, it was wonderful.
It was,
and it was well attended. And that was in conjunction with our outreach team and Rainbow 101. And when we initiated our table, it was at the Pride event in Smiths Falls on Friday, June 6th. And we set our table up at the corner of Russell and Market, right in front of our church, so that people would identify that space with the church. Because sometimes people don't know about churches, and we wanted to make sure people knew that our church was a safe place for people to come.
And that's what's great. There's so much going on in Smith Falls too, and you've got an outreach team that goes out to these events as well too.
Yes, and that's our aim, to be visible in the community and welcoming for all people. That table won't only be used at Pride events, but also to serve our meals for the casserole ministry. That's a free takeaway meal once a month. We've started that following COVID. And so it's just a way to say, you know, you are welcome here, and this is one small way that we can help you. And just to let people know that, you know, we are one.
Absolutely. We absolutely are. We absolutely are. And if you're not out at events, the table is set up at the church as well, I understand.
Yes, and we have several ways we are using that. So we collect monthly a specific food item to go to the community food bank. So this month we were collecting meat items because the shelves were bare of that item, and we know that food security is just such a huge problem for so many people.
Right. I was just listening on the radio this morning too. Natalia Soderoff from the food bank was on there, and she's saying they're really struggling right now. People go away on holidays, so they're not able to make the donations. Yeah, they're not around. So she said if people can step up, like the church.
Yes, and we would like to challenge other churches and civic groups to get on board with us and to provide. Look at our list. We have a list of items that we're going to be collecting. So like this month it was meat products, but the other month we collected things like granola bars and so we have a little list going, and that's what we're going to be focusing on for a month, and we are doing that in conjunction with the food bank to make sure that, you know, what we collect is what they need.
Right. Okay, so where are we going to see the table again next, or do we know yet?
Well, we have our food items, and then, coming up into the fall, we will be collecting items for Interval House, and
because that's one of your initiatives.
Right.
Yes.
And but in September, on September 21st, we are going to be dedicating our labyrinth at the east side of our church, and we are going to be inviting first responders and folks from the community hospital and members of the community at large to come and join us, because we know that a labyrinth is a wonderful way to decompress after a stressful day. And we've heard some wonderful stories about how that happens. And so our table is going to be present. We're going to be able to offer some refreshments for folks that attend that dedication service in the afternoon.
So it's pretty much on the corner of Elmsley, and is it
Elmsley and Russell
Street, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
on
it's right
the
there.
little triangle at the.
It's nice to have something like that, like a space like that. It's pretty much in the middle of town.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And available for anybody, who needs to use that.
Yes, for sure. Now you mentioned your casserole ministry too. Today, I believe, is the last day.
Until September.
September.
And then we will be starting up the second Tuesday in September, and meals will be able to be picked up at 1 o'clock at the church.
And it's a casserole. It's not like a brown bag sandwich type thing. You're making casseroles.
No, it's a casserole, and we dish it up hot, and so people get, a very basic meal that will. They could either eat it right at lunchtime, or they could take it home and reheat it for supper.
Right. So once again, I've got Norma Rightly here, and we're talking today about the 100 tables at Trinity United Church. So once again, for everyone born, there's a place at the table. Pull up a chair, have a seat at the table. We are affirming and faithful. Jesus' table is open for everyone.
Yes.
And that's what we're talking about today.
Absolutely.
For more information, how do they get a hold of you or
well, they can phone the church at 283-4444, and our website, if they just Google Trinity United Church Smiths Falls, there's lots of Trinity United churches, so make sure it's on Smiths Falls, and they can go to our website, and there's all kinds of information about our upcoming events, past events, and how to contact our staff.
Good. Now you brought a list in there too. Did I miss anything?
Did I miss anything? Well, one of the things that we did last year, when the police services put out that they would like some hats and mittens, we got on board with that. And
knitting.
Yes. New knit hats, mittens, socks, and we made sure that they were provided. We've taken prayer shawls to police services so they can take them to people in need, when people are in crisis.
Right.
And also over to Interval House, just something that people can wrap themselves in and know that people care for them.
It's warmth and a little
Yeah.
bit of comfort too.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, I remember you doing that as well too. I know we think about that in the heat of the summer, but it'll be cool
Yeah.
enough, and we'll be thinking of needing mitts and that
That's
sort of
right.
thing again too.
Yes, it's not long around the corner, is
I
it?
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming here,
Oh,
Norma, today and
thank you
talking
for
more
the
about
invitation.
talking more about the 100 tables and everything going on at our Smith Falls Trinity United Church. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for the invitation.